the legend is here. Lanny McDonald joining us this morning. Now, before the Stanley Cup gets hoisted this spring, it's taking a trip up north. The NHL and Scotiabank have teamed up for Project North. It's an initiative to bring hockey equipment to kids in Nunavut. So you have quite the flight lined up, and this is going to be a great weekend as Lanny McDonald will be taking equipment and the Stanley Cup with fellow NHL alum Mark Napier. Now, Lanny joins us this morning to talk a little bit about it. Good morning to you.
Good morning. This is a very exciting time. Can't wait for this Thursday to take off out of Yellowknife. Canadian Tire is on board with the NHL as well as Scotiabank, and we're thrilled to not only take all this equipment up there, but the Stanley Cup along with it.
Yes, quite the itinerary that you have, and what a treat in store for these kids. So what do you think it will be like to see these kids get this brand new equipment that they would probably not be able to get their hands on?
Well, the key here is to make sure we take care of the youth and to keep them playing this great game that we all love. And hockey is very big up in the north, and especially when you're in Cambridge Bay or Resolute Bay or Pond Inlet, there's not a whole lot to do in the wintertime, so keep them on the ice, keep them having fun. John LeClaire and Marty McSorley went up last year and talked to them both. They said it was a fabulous trip.
Yeah, what an experience, and to bring the Stanley Cup along for the ride as well. Now, I mean, Hannah, Alberta is not Nunavut, but you did grow up playing in a tiny town. So what did it mean for you to stay in the game and stay playing? And, you know, do you see yourself in these kids?
I think all of us see ourselves in these kids. You couldn't wait to get through school so that at recess time or at lunchtime, you could get back on the ice and play this great game we all love. And that's exactly what we're doing up here. You look at the kids on the ice right now. Lots of them don't have skates, some do, but they're out there participating, and that's what we want to make sure that we give them an opportunity to do this forever.
Yeah, and you know, this is a great start, and it starts with the equipment. And so what a weekend you'll have. And traveling with the Stanley Cup, you've had quite the lifetime with journeys with the Stanley Cup. How fun is it to be able to take that along?
It is so much fun, and I don't care if you're 5, 55, or 95, when the Stanley Cup arrives, and Phil Pritchard, Mr. White Gloves, does an unbelievable job in kind of keeping that mystique, and it's alive and well. And when it comes into a school for a visit or into a community hall, which is exactly what we're doing, that's how those people feel. Oh my God, I can't wait to touch the cup. I can't wait to read the names on the cup.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very special thing. We had the Stanley Cup through here, and it always gets so much attention. And, you know, as you mentioned, it's a special weekend for these children, but also for the communities to see the importance. And, you know, I think that your involvement obviously would have a big impact on not only the kids, but on the adults too.
Well, we certainly love it. Scotiabank is very proud. They sponsor about 5,000 hockey teams across the country. So to be able to go up with Canadian Tire and the NHL, this will be a fabulous trip. And Mark and I have done a few of these different trips together. Can't wait to hang out with the rest of the crew. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can talk hockey, and there's great playoffs going on right now, so it's a perfect time to go up.
Okay, and speaking of hockey, really quickly, we're heading into round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. You are in 4 hockey pools?
I'm in 4 hockey pools. Go Chicago, go. Love Chicago. Joel Quenneville, a great friend of mine. And I have them playing Pittsburgh in 3 of the 4 different hockey drafts. So I'm certainly pulling for not only Sydney, but Jonathan Taves as well.
Okay, well, first things first, Chicago in action tonight in Game 7. Yes, fingers crossed. So safe travels to you. Thank you so much, and congratulations. That's a great endeavor for those kids up north. Project North, more information on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. And here are tonight's games, a couple of matchups in the Stanley Cup playoff action.